Hey guys, Pete over here, Craigslist Hunter. In today's video I want to show you 20 cool items that I go after for reselling. And I mean cool because there's hardly any competitions on them and they're pretty quick flips and they bring great money. Now all these items that I'm going to show you guys either came from Craigslist, OfferUp app, garage sale, and maybe a couple items from a thrift store. Very interesting, zero competition, bring great profits, so let's dive right into this. Alright guys, so let me show you here the first item. You've probably seen this item that I made a video about a month ago. I picked up a bunch of speakers from this guy off Craigslist. He responded to my Craigslist ad that I look for electronics, and these right here, Bose 301, are extremely fantastic seller. They there's no reason to not pick these up if you can get them for a right price. A lot of people love Bose and they will pick them up. I got them for $100 and they sold for $329 with a free shipping, and obviously shipping will be right around 30 bucks on these pretty much across the board. They're not very heavy, but they are bulky. So great profit, you know, about 200 bucks or so. Let's go to the next one. This item, David White LT8300. It's a level transit with the case. This I picked up actually at the garage sale. The guy wanted 50 bucks for it. It wasn't heavily used, but definitely used one. Had some wear on it. And I think I got it for $40 from him. Sold relatively quickly, 159 bucks. Great profit. So just a different kind of item, zero competition on these. You know, hardly anybody sells this kind of stuff. So great item to look for. All right, let's go to the next one. This system right here I actually picked up at the garage sale about, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago. But as soon as I listed online, it was there only for a couple days. I got this whole system for 100 bucks. Lady, I think it was her son's, he had it priced like at $130 at the garage sale, and I got him down to 100 bucks. Sold for $374.95 with the free shipping. It was a little bit bulky and heavy. The subwoofer was heavy. This was a big package. I think it cost me like almost $40 to ship this, but you know, still great profit. I mean, I still made, you know, good $200 or more on it. So don't be discouraged to pick up these, you know, speaker systems. They're very, very profitable if it's a good company. That definitive technology. It's a decent system. It's not super pro, but it's a good equipment, so they're worth looking at. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, next two items you're gonna see I picked up off Craigslist. This guy had actually quite a few different electronics for testing, you know, car equipment testing stuff, and I picked up two Flukes from them. Fluke 87 right here, and the next one is Fluke 376. Now, the first one, the 87, I paid for this one 50 bucks. And it sold for 164, and the next one, which is the Fluke 376, this one I gave him 80 bucks for it, and it sold for 179. So great profit on both of them. You know, the first one I made about $100, and so was the second one. I made about $100. This was great flip. If you can find Fluke, sells really, really good. Lots of mechanics are looking for it. Great brand. And once again, not a whole lot of competition. All right, let's go to next one. And what do we got here? Yes, this was this actually, I found this on OfferUp. This guy was selling this guitar for 700 bucks. It took actually like 3 days back and forth messages with him. Because I originally offered him $400 for the guitar, and he told me right away he can't do that. He went from like 700 to 650. and then I went up to like 450 that I can do, and then it went quiet for a couple days. He didn't respond to me at all, and after a couple days he responded again that he will take $600 for it. And then I went back at him and I told him, listen, 500 is the max that I can do. If you want, I come today with cash in hand and pick it up. GNL guitars, very popular. This came with a certificate from original buyer when he purchased this guitar. I had this guitar for 1,100 bucks on eBay for about good month, maybe even like 5 weeks. And then I finally lowered the price. There was not a whole lot of interest, pretty expensive guitar, and then I lowered the price to 1,000, and this guy gave me an offer, I think, of $800 on it, and I came back at him like at the goofy price, $910. I told him that I can do the best, and he took it. So you know, the shipping was a little bit on it. I think the shipping, because it came in a hard case, the shipping cost me like almost $50 on this, but still, nonetheless, you know, there was a good 300 some dollars profit on it. You know, I spent 500 bucks on it, sold for 910. You know, after shipping and fees, I still make good 300 bucks. So, you know, you got to spend sometimes a little bit more, but you know, these are good sales. I mean, you know, and relatively quick flips. All right, go to the next one. These I found at the garage sale probably about a month ago. They were only online when I listed them for like a day maybe, and I picked them up for 10 bucks, and they sold for $49.95. So that was a quick flip. Anything Harley Davidson usually will sell very quickly if it's in a good condition. Alright, this item here, guys, you probably remember from a couple weeks back. I showed this on a Resellers Roundtable, I believe episode 9 or episode 10. I picked this up off Guy. I was buying some things from him, from his garage, and then I also asked him if he has anything else for sale as far as vintage electronics. And boom, all of a sudden he shows up out of his basement with this little toy. I was so ecstatic to see this. You know, I paid peanuts for it. I paid like $20 for this. This is super rare JVC stereo microset recorder. There's no history on it at all. There's hardly any been sold on eBay. It was a very limited production of this particular unit by JVC, and I put it for $249.95. And I think it sold like after 3 or 4 days with $9.95 shipping. Fantastic profit. I almost wanted to keep this item because it's so rare. You know, I like this kind of stuff. So you know, if you can find these vintage electronics, they always bring good profit. All right, let's go to the next one. This one I picked up on a garage sale. I paid $1 for each one. These are actually holders for like a dryer or iron, you know, when beauty shops will use and a hairdresser, you know, would have this mounted on the side of their cabinet so they can put all their, you know, devices inside. And I paid $1 each. I put them, lot them together, sold for $47.95 with, you know, $9 shipping. They were online for probably 3 weeks or so, and just recently sold. So very good, great flip. Just, you know, you got to think outside of the box. If you can pick it up, you know, cheap like this one for $1, why not? All right, this was another garage sale find. Paid 50 cents for it. You know, this was a box for Omega watch. Nothing spectacular, but you know, sold for $34.95. If you pay 50 cents for something like that with $4 shipping, you know, great little profit. This camera, I picked it up off Craigslist as well. Sold for $134.95 with the free shipping. You know, Pentax Optio cameras, these are shock and waterproof cameras, so they're very popular. And I picked this up for, I believe, if I remember, either $25 or $30. No, this wasn't. I'm sorry, this wasn't from Craigslist. This was from OfferUp. Yes, this was for OfferUp. Somebody put her out there for 50 bucks. I offered 35. It was local here, right right by me. Picked it up for 35 bucks, so good $100 profit right there. So you know, if you can come across these decent cameras, pick them up. They always bring decent money. All right, this was off Craigslist. PL200M spec technology 4-zone 160 watts commercial amplifier. You know, these commercial amplifiers, when you have a chance to pick them up, always do. And I know it's kind of harder item because you might have a difficulty testing it out and stuff, but they are worth picking it up. Guy responded to my ad. I went, picked it up. He wanted originally 80 bucks for it, and I ended up getting it for 50. And a very heavy item. I put $39.95 shipping on it, and it barely covered. I think it was like $38 to ship this, you know, and hopefully it was just a couple states away, so it wasn't that bad. But you know, great profit. Made $100 on it. So you know, these commercial amplifiers are worth looking into. All right, this was a very, very interesting item. This was actually I found this by accident because I ran into this garage sale. That guy had actually quite a bit of different stereo for sale, and unfortunately I didn't pick anything up there because the stuff that he had wasn't really in a good condition. Everything was kind of used up and beat up. But I was talking to him for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and we were talking about, you know, gramophones and different LPs, you know, old vinyl. He was an old school guy, and he says, yeah, you know what, I got this needle, Shure needle, that I bought it years ago and I never used it. It's still in the original box. Would you be interested in that? And he said, I'm like, yeah, sure, definitely. Can you show it to me? So he went back in the house, brought this out, and sure enough, this was still packed in an original box and everything. And we agreed. I picked this up from him for $100. Originally he told me 150. I said I can't do that. That's way too much. And we finally, after a few minutes, settled on $100. Now this, I had this online for probably for, I want to say, good couple months. Yeah, at least 2 months. First I originally priced it like at $300, and then I think I dropped it couple times by $20 or so, and finally sold for $239.95 with the free shipping. So it was a good profit, you know, $100 profit, zero competition. If you run into stuff like that, you don't have to worry that you're going to compete with anybody. You just got to wait for the right buyer, you know. This is very unique stuff, so it takes a little bit of time. All right, let's go to the next one. This one actually I picked up at my local thrift store right here, just 5 minutes from me. They had this priced for $25, and I went there on Sunday, and they had like 50% day off day, so I was able to get this like for $12. These Sony Handycam cameras, they sell really, really good. Sold for $89.95, so quick flip, you know, $50 after, you know, shipping and fees and everything. So yeah, these are great sellers. Always look for Sony, Sanyo, Canon, you know, these camcorders from mid-90s, they sell really, really good for good profit. All right, this one right here, guys, you might remember I made a video. I went picking at this guy's barn. It was very interesting. I picked up a few different items from him. This is old school Sony video cassette recorder, professional grade, the ones that they would have, you know, in a studio. Got it for $25. Yes, this was a steal. I mean, I sat on it for a while, probably good 2 months. I priced it out for $399.95. I knew that was a good price for it, and just waited out, and it sold. Yeah, a fantastic profit. You know, it was a heavy item, but I put $40 shipping on it, and somebody paid, so I'm very, very happy with this find. You can go back a couple months back, you'll see that video that I show when I picked this up, actually. These are, I can't remember if I picked these off. Yeah, I think they were at the garage sale. I picked them up. Actually, a few different sets I picked up. And you know, a vintage Zildjian cymbals, they always sell. They always bring good money. And if I remember correctly, I paid either $25 or $35 for these. And I knew right away that they're gonna be a great seller. Cymbals always sell, especially by Zildjian, and if they're vintage as well, you know, from like 1960s, 70s. Guys look for that kind of stuff all the time, so they're great quick flips. I mean, these were maybe listed for just a couple days, and they sold for 139 bucks with $10 shipping. So it was a quick $100. All right. This one, another garage sale pickup. It didn't do as well as I thought it would do, but still made some money. When I found this at the garage sale, the guy wanted like $35, and I think we settled at 25. Yeah, he gave me like 10 bucks off. I picked up the whole this whole tackle box. It didn't have any interesting stuff in it really. Just a few decent lures, and then just rest of it was just kind of crappy. And you know, I put it on auction. It did create some buzz. I got about 29 bids, but I did describe what was in it, so it wasn't, you know, the hottest thing out there available at that particular moment. So we only generated $58. Had $15 shipping. That covered the shipping. So I still made, you know, good 30 bucks on it or so. Just, you know, vintage fishing stuff always sells. All right, here's a pickup from Craigslist. This Bose DR Rhythm DR 800 drum machine. You know, there's a ton of DJs and musicians that love this kind of stuff. So, you know, you gotta be at the right price point. I picked this up for 100 bucks off the guy. I think he wanted 150, or maybe he even wanted $170. I picked up a few things from him. So, but I end up settling on 100 bucks, and it sold for $249 with the free shipping. So with a, you know, good 100 bucks, 120 bucks profit on it. Just gotta think outside the box, you know, stuff that you're not competing against a ton of people. This was a great profit for me. This was also from a garage sale. I picked up off the same guy that I picked up the mirrors, Harley Davidson mirrors. And he had this brand new tail light for a motorcycle. This was a pretty quick flip. I think I paid him 25 or 30 bucks for it. I can't remember exactly, but right there. I mean, you know, and sold for $6. I think I had it first listed for like $89.95, and I didn't have too much interest, and then I dropped it down by 20 bucks and sold for $69.95. So, you know, pretty good profit. You know, just different items. Harley Davidson stuff always sells. This was very interesting. This I picked up from OfferUp, and this was a good deal from the beginning. Lady that listed this wanted $600 for this trumpet. Vincent Buck, 37 ml. This was silver plate. It was in very nice condition. You know, it shows a little bit of wear, but it was, I knew right away that I could make money on it, you know. And when I went out there, I ended up picking up for $450. So I was actually ecstatic, you know. $1,200, and it sold within days. Stuff like this, you know, you're never competing against a lot of people on eBay. Especially if you got an original case, paperwork to go with it, and if it's in a good condition. So fantastic pickup for me. And that's about it, guys. You know, just you gotta think outside the box. You know, I know some of the items that you show here, you know, that I showed here are pricey items. You gotta spend a little bit more money, but they're quick flips. You know, they sell almost, you know, right away, and you're not competing against a ton of people. So that's what I'm all about. It's all doable, you know. Garage sales, estate sales, flea markets, OfferUp, Craigslist, you know, these are all potential, you know, sources that you can go after and find stuff. And I love hunting for stuff that I don't have a lot of competition. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer than I actually expected, but I hope you gain some information out of it, and opens up, you know, a venue what you can do and what stuff you can search for. There's lots of opportunity out there, right? So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share this video, give me some comments. Until next time, peace out.